Good morning, guys. I know I said I was going to try to do this vlog thing, and I completely failed. It's a week later since I made my first one, and I'm going to try today because I got a lot of stuff going on today, and it might be interesting. I don't know. My friend Avery is his name. His channel name is The Life of a Complete Stranger. I have no idea why he chose that. He's the guy who's vlogging every day so far. I'm not doing every day, but maybe I'll do once a week. I can commit to that. So come with me today as we have a busy schedule before it is even daylight. What a day. So, I haven't turned the camera on all day. Sorry about that. Had to get up this morning, go do some errands, get some things done. And I'm in a Ram 1500. I think I told you guys in the last vlog that I picked it up. And today's Monday. It's due back today. And so I'm thinking, I need to go with something cheaper. Can't afford this big Ram anymore. So I called the guy up and asked him if I could just swap out at 4 o'clock. Sure, whatever. So I called him back a little while ago and said, can I just go ahead and come now, or do I need to go wait till 4? And he's like, well, let's just keep you in the Ram at the new price. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So we did that. Knocked about 80 bucks off of my my weekly price. That's a good savings. I can deal with that. I was looking to see if he charged me. It looks like he finally did. I don't like it whenever I have money floating around. That price is a little high, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. He charged a little bit more than he should have, but it's only $10, so it went down like $70 instead of 80. But no big deal. I can handle that. Anyway, so I went to the cable company. I got my cable card that I needed to get for the TiVo, but apparently I need some sort of what's it called? Cable. This thing here, whatever it is, I don't know. It goes in between the TiVo and the cable line. Adapter, some sort of an adapter. Hold on, here's the thing. Quick start guide, something. It doesn't say what it is. Okay, well anyway, got the TiVo just now, so let's open it. The bad part about this thing is you need one of these filters on your cable line. This is a point of entry filter. My lens is dirty. A point of entry filter that blocks the cable. It creates its own internet connection. It blocks it from going out into the cable world. And this needs to go on the outside of the house where the main cable comes in, and that is on the second floor. I don't know why they would put the box on the second floor. That makes absolutely no sense. So I can't get to it. So we're going to just try it without that, and hopefully we don't run into any issues. And if we do, then I will call it the cable company and tell them that they're going to have to come install this for me, because I don't have a ladder and I don't do heights. Alright, so let me just get this open and then I'll turn it. This is the TiVo Romeo Pro. Can't see it on this side of the box. I did notice that it had been resealed though. That was cool. Claimed it was brand new, never been opened, but the box had been resealed. Checking the remote, looks like it hasn't been opened. That is not the power cable. A lot of cables here. Power cable doesn't look like it's been opened. It does have batteries. I don't know where I threw them, but they hadn't been opened. So the box itself had been opened, but let's see if this looks open. It very well could have been opened, but I really can't tell. The new plastic here looks new, so I don't have any major issues. Back here is where the cable card goes, so we'll try to install that and plug it in. Okay, I don't know why the camera can't see that. What in the world? Okay, wasn't seeing it very well there for a second. So just plugged it in. I haven't activated it or done anything like that yet. Just gonna give it a little try. What in the world is wrong with this thing? You guys see this? Must be like 1080i or something. That's got to be what it is. It's not 1080p, it's 1080i. Whatever. The remote. Holy majeezers. There's something wrong with my camera. Okay. Here's the remote. I've just plugged it in. I haven't activated it or anything like that. So there's that. And I didn't get the slide remote, but I'll probably order one here in a couple of days. Gotta make sure I like it before I start ordering more stuff for it. And hopefully this will all just work and I won't have any issues setting it up. I know I've got to activate it. I got to go check my bank account and make sure I got the money. Okay, I just filled the truck up, so I want to make sure I had the money to pay for TiVo. Because I plan on paying for a year instead of a month. I feel like that's going to be more cost effective, beneficial. So there's TiVo waiting for us, and we're just waiting on this. This is the TiVo Romeo Romeo Pro. So it records 450 hours. And I'm excited to try that. Speaking of that thing I was telling you about earlier, here it is. And apparently it's on, and that's all I know. So hopefully this just works, and there's no issues. I'm going to try to set up a Mocha, and I don't know how a Mocha will work. One, through that new thing that I didn't know I had to install. And two, without the point of entry filter, because I can't get to the box. So hopefully it just works. And if not, then we'll be calling cable support and telling them they need to send somebody out here to install a point of entry filter. Because who puts the cable box on the outside of the house on the second floor? What kind of idiot? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. So, looks like we got a lot of severe thunderstorm and tornado watches coming on right now. My phone's going crazy. But, whatever. Oh, I don't have internet. Let me go plug the internet. It does need internet to work. That would explain what was happening there. Got it on the internet. Seems to work. Let's see what we got here. Begin guided setup for United States. Sure. I agree. Use the number below on the remote control to enter a zip code. Okay. M card inserted. Test it. Acquiring channel information. I was hoping I was holding that right because I wasn't looking through the camera. Sorry about that. Interesting. So I'm just running software updates now, I guess. That's what it looks like it's doing anyway. I have to call the cable company and activate the cable card, apparently. I wasn't aware of that, but TiVo tells you that, and so we'll get prepared to do that here in a minute. As soon as this gets done. So far, it's pretty fluent. It's pretty easy to use, and I'm liking that. It asked me if I wanted to set up Mocha on its own, which I was told it wouldn't do that. I would have to go into the settings and do that, but it actually just set it up itself. And although I don't have any clients attached to it yet, I'm not having any issues, so I'm liking that idea. I was really concerned that the Mocha would interfere with my cable modem and not my internet out, because I've heard that's happened before. But I thought if all else fails, I could put this filter on the cable modem and be fine. We'll see where that goes, though. But we'll set up more clients when this is on. I've got to go ahead and pay for a year of service and get it online. And then we'll call the cable company up and get activated and see where it goes. So, we did get it going. This is the TiVo. I played with some settings because I didn't like how the picture looked on the screen. So I made it 1080p forced. It can't change to any other format. So it's in 1080p even if it's an SD channel. And I don't know how that's going to work. But, as you can see, there's bars on some of the channels, and I don't, it was a lot worse before I played with it. What the problem was, for example, this channel. It has these bars, but it also had a bar over here, like it was in 480p or something. that just didn't work for me. So so I went ahead and channel not available. Nice. So I went ahead and changed it, forced to this. So far, so good. Seems to be working. I think they actually activated the TiVo service now. It wasn't active a few minutes ago. I have a lot more things here now. So, cool. So now we're going to work on the other room, getting it set up. And I'll put this on something. Can't remember what channel. Fox News is on. I think it's like 49. Let's guess that. No. Well, it just says title available soon. How am I supposed to know? Oh, okay. Wow. It doesn't know any of the channels. We may have to relearn our channels because it looks like I've only got locals right now. Let's do 49. See, 49 loaded. It just said title available soon. So it might not show the channels until it knows what's what. So 49, let's do 48. I'll figure it out in a second. Hold on. 47. 46. 45. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. 44. Okay, I'm going to play with it. So it took a little bit of setting up, but I finally gotten it. The cable card had to be activated by the cable company. It wasn't active. And finding the information they want to know is a little hard when you have no idea what you're doing. Might make a video about that, just kind of showing how to do it. So that wasn't really easy, but once we got the cable card active, then I have to worry about getting TiVo activated. It's finally activated. It takes a while. I don't know why it's not instant. I mean, you know, it works over the internet. You'd think it'd be instant, but it's not instant, and so you have to wait on them to do it. Otherwise, you don't get what you're looking for. And then activating additional TiVo minis is not instant either. So when it sets and gives errors and won't work, that's just because it's not active yet, and it takes a while. So after a while, it begins working automatically. So far I've got 2 of the 3 TiVo minis. Whoa, no. We've got 2 of the 3 TVs set up. We have 2 TiVo minis. I did have to call and activate both of those, but that wasn't a really big deal. So now everything's good. I had to reset up the channel guide so that I would get all of my channels because it, for some reason, wasn't loading anything above like 13. And so all these channels weren't coming in. So now I'm getting all these channels and it's all good. So far, I'm liking the TiVo experience. You know, it's a more premium feel, and that's really what it is. You pay a premium price, you get what you pay for. The only thing I'm not digging is these bars on each, you know, top and bottom, but that's defined by the channel. If I flip channels a couple of times, you'll notice that not every channel has that bar, and I don't know, maybe there's a setting to fix it. I haven't found it yet. If there is, I don't know. But some channels, I haven't found one yet. But I know there are channels that have them. It's pretty cool that it has the channel logo down here in the bottom right. That's pretty cool. That's something that cable really never took the time to do. I hate to say it, but I know the local channels have true HD without the bars on it. So let's go there. Pretty sure these news channels don't, but QVC does. See, it doesn't have the bars. QVC's in HD, so I don't know. It's a little weird. Of course, that doesn't really look HD, does it? That looks a little... Go up to one of these HD channels. It's higher quality. I don't know. I'm sure there's a setting that I just haven't found yet. Maybe you guys can tell me which one it is. See settings, and then we go to video. And I have mine set because I don't want to use anything else. Let's do 1080p only. Continue. Thumbs up 3 times to confirm. Okay. I don't know what I and P would make a difference. I don't think it will, but yeah, and there you go. Now, with DirecTV, if you set it to everything compatible, then it would stretch it the way it's supposed to be done. That made no sense to me, but apparently it worked. So let's go ahead and enable PI, okay, and 720. Continue. Up 3 times to confirm. Yeah, it's still got the bars. The only reason I don't like using where it's defined as PI whatever is because it takes, when the TV changes, see now this one went the right way, but it may have been right the whole time, I don't know. When the TV changes format, it flickers and it takes a second to actually change on the TV. So, I mean, you know, even though the channel may be formatted and the TiVo formats properly within just a matter of seconds, it doesn't format properly on the TV. It takes longer. Now these are actually working. I don't know. Maybe I need to go enable all of those. Heck, I don't know. But see, here's the problem. I'll show you. This one right here just did it. Well, okay, never mind. That commercial was an SD and it was a box. It wasn't stretched. And I found that it fixed itself when I turned off the lower resolutions. Go figure. So apparently 480i is not supported. So let's try that. Yes. 480i is just too low for my TV. See, that's where the problem becomes. I don't want it in 480i because you get these bars. So if I go turn off, oh wow. Is that how you switch tuners? Holy jeez, I think I figured something out. Yeah, okay. Cool. Each tuner is on a different channel, and if you hit live TV repeatedly, you can see what each tuner is doing. So I'm going to go turn off, just for the sake of demonstration here, because I don't like those bars to the left. So I turn off all of these. Heck, let's just turn off everything except for, okay, wait, I'm going to need to turn that on. Can I do that? What happens if I just don't select any? Yeah, it doesn't do that. Okay. I don't know what the difference in that is, but thumbs up, 1080 only, and now we go back to the channel, and as you can see, it stretches it. It's got bars on top and bottom. You know, on the other remote, there's a zoom button. Let's try that. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so I could just zoom it. Whatever. And now it works. I don't know if that's the proper way to do it, but zooming seems to work, and now we're going to use that. Oh, okay, now it's cutting her face off. So there's full. Let's try that. Full. But see, now we got bars. So I guess it's really dependent on the channel. If it bugs you so bad, you can zoom the channel, but otherwise, just leave it on normal and whatever. I don't know. That's the TiVo. I'm liking it. And I'll definitely have a full review up of it later. And I may even piece off the parts of this vlog where I was unboxing it and make an unboxing video. Who knows? I don't know what we're going to do. But for now, I'm going to go to Dairy Queen because I went yesterday and I got one a little teeny tiny cup of their new, let me figure out what it's called again. It's a salty caramel truffle. And for some reason, I wanted to call it truffle butter. And that... If you know what that is, that's a total different meaning, and you don't want to eat that. So, yeah, so that's a thing. So we're going to go to Dairy Queen now. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this vlog, because this is probably the only one I do all week. That's just the way it is. I don't know. I just don't vlog anymore. And, yeah, back to vlogging. I was working on the review of this truck, or just a recap of this truck, or not really a review. And this truck in front of me here made every attempt to cut me off and get in front of me, and I caught it on video. Maybe I'll try to pull it from the other video and put it in this. But in either case, I pointed out, and I'll point out again being I'm vlogging now, that people are, today is something about today. People are really, I don't know, they're arrogant. The way they drive is just not acceptable. I was driving earlier, I went to Zaxby's for lunch while I was waiting on my TiVo box to be delivered, and I got cut off like 5 times. And I was like, what are you guys doing? You know, people on interstate cut you off to jam on the brakes. It's like, what are you doing? It's like completely open road ahead of you. You're in the left lane, moving, in my case, about 7 over, passing people like crazy because they don't want to go fast. And then someone sees you coming and they jump in the left lane. And it's like, well, I can't get over because you're holding me behind or beside the car that was behind you. But at the same time, you're not speeding up and there's no one for you to go around, so you're in the left lane for no reason at all. So yeah, I dealt with that about 5 times today. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's Monday. Maybe it's because I'm driving a pretty nice truck. Okay. I always like to use that as an excuse. I don't know if that is. I feel like the nicer the car I drive, the worse I am treated by other people. I felt like the Chrysler 300 was a pretty nice car, but for the most part, people were nice when I drove it. So, you know, maybe the Chrysler 300 isn't that nice in everyone else's eyes. But when I drove the Chevy Suburban, you know, there's a point where you look at a Suburban and you're like, you know that person has money, because if they bought the car, that's a $70,000 car. And if they're renting the car, that's an expensive ass car. So, everything about the Chevy Suburban shouts money. You know, I don't want to say shouts I've got money, because I had money and then I got the Suburban. So something about the Suburban, I was always getting cut off, people just driving like a dick. And I became very accustomed to driving it more like I stole it than I owned it, you know, where you just really hammer like that. You just hammer on it for no reason. And it really worked in my favor, because without doing that, I was constantly getting cut off and people just being douches about driving. And I feel that way in this truck too, and it may not be this truck. It may just be the fact that it's Monday and everyone's pissed off they got to go to work. And you know what? I done put in a full day's work, and and I enjoyed every bit of it. So how about you guys? My day's work involved getting TiVo set up and getting cable situated so that it's a lot cheaper. We ended up dropping $30 a month off of our cable bill by switching to TiVo. TiVo only cost us $12.50 a month, but there were a few stipulations to that, like we had to prepay a year of service with TiVo to get that price, which wasn't a big deal to me. I could do that. And then, you know, setting up the TiVo Minis, which didn't activate right away. I think I explained that earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, driving to Dairy Queen. And you guys have been with me for a good, at least 3/4 of the ride now. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to Dairy Queen and get my ice cream. Get my truffle butter. Do not eat truffle butter. My goodness. Why do they make stupid songs like that? Because it's the song's fault. I like the song till I figured out what it's talking about, and then it's like, oh my god, nah. Ugh. So yeah, whatever. See you guys.